we're just about to head into May, and we're only, a few short weeks away from end of financial year. And I want to give you a market briefing on what I'm observing in the executive search and the board search market. First and foremost, the whole year has been a little bit of ups and downs, and I do fundamentally believe that the economy is full of mixed messages at the moment. There's a lot of hurt in the business community, and you only have to read the papers every day. You're seeing a lot of collapses of particularly property construction type groups, but they're like the canary in the coal mine. There's a lot of very, very high levels of liquidation administrations happening. It's the lag from the COVID sort of crisis that we're now seeing coming through into the market. A lot of businesses just hung on, and now they're all starting to unfortunately go into administration. So I know the liquidators are extremely busy. This always has a flow-on effect in the markets, and you're starting to see a lot of corporate redundancies. There's a lot of people being released, particularly from that mid to senior level of business executive, and so a lot of people being caught off guard. So a lot of corporate restructuring still happening. But at the same time, we have a little bit of a surge, and I'm not surprised it's happening, but we are getting some more movement with the executive search firms, a lot more interesting, more senior C-suite roles coming up. So although that job search is taking a lot longer than what a lot of people would like, there is definitely an opportunity now, I believe, over the next quarter with regards to C-suite opportunities, whether that be the CEO, the COO, the CFO, and of course, there's a lot of movement in that CTO, CIO space. The demands on organizations around cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, business transformation, digital transformation remains extremely high. And you're seeing multiple appointments now coming in. And of course, a lot of companies behind the scenes have been caught off guard with the cybersecurity side of things. A lot more things going on. Now, obviously, it has to be officially reported to government and through the correct cyber channels. But I know, talking to directors, chairmen, CEOs, this is happening right across the market. There isn't a business that isn't being, impacted in some way, shape, or form by cyber events, cyber attacks that are happening behind the scenes. And of course, that's then driving the need for more resources where this is concerned. So there's a lot of demand. And of course, got things coming down the pipeline like Web 3.0 and, with the artificial intelligence coming through. There's a lot of opportunity for companies that want to be really on the cutting edge. So a lot of hiring happening in the technology industry. We had seen a lot of redundancies, but that's coming back now. So you're starting to see a surge of those roles in the market. So look, it's picking up. You can feel a little bit of momentum. Now, how long it lasts, I don't know. There's a lot of world events that are really, poised, if you like, to take place. So anything could happen. So I kind of have the philosophy, make hay while the sun shines. We may have a window here where a move can be executed, where business can be done, business can be written. So you've really got to make the opportunities while they're there. We don't have the crystal balls. The reality is you don't know when things could drop on an international stage. But there are people talking behind the scenes about black swan events, economic crises. And of course you have, world war connotations in the market. I can't even believe we're saying things like this, but that is what's happening on a global stage. And, I think a lot of people now sort of tune out from the news because it's just so bleak. But the reality is you've got to keep across what's going on a global stage so you know what potentially is coming down the pipeline. But look, on the other side of the equation, the board recruitment market is extremely buoyant. Obviously at this time of the year, as we head into end of financial year, you do get a lot of transition with the boards. We have unprecedented levels of retirement coming through, particularly in the ASX. And then in the private sector, you're seeing a surge of, board seats that are coming through, either advisory board or formal boards of directors, a lot of committee roles, a lot of organisations forming committees around some of those issues like cyber and digital transformation and so on, innovation and the like. So a lot of opportunities, literally thousands upon thousands of roles available. Also in the government, I know there's a lot of refreshment happening in various states. Potentially in Queensland, we may have, a change of government towards the end of the year. So, we might see a lot of transition again with the boards up here, but certainly in New South Wales, a lot of transition happening in the government boards there. So all in all, it's an interesting time. It's certainly not doom and gloom, but there's definitely some warning signs and certainly some industries that are going to be changed forever and certain roles that are going to be changed forever. And if I was an executive, I would be really looking at where my second and third game plan is. Bizarrely, no one talks enough about this, but people who are tradespeople are going to be the kings of the world, the kings and the queens of the world going forward. They're probably going to earn more money than executives. You could probably, if you're tracking this artificial intelligence and the makeup of the workforce going forward, you're going to see a surge in trade-based career opportunities. And, if I was out of work, quite literally, I would seriously think about cutting across to a trade, learning a trade, because those roles are going to be really hard to replicate in the new paradigm, whereas you can replace digital marketers, you can replace a lot of executives in the workplace with the AI tools that are coming through. And the change, the rapid pace, the surge in the number of tools and how it's all coming together. Very, very interesting time. So that's the briefing for May, heading into the end of the financial year. The next 8 weeks, I think, are going to be very hectic. A lot of opportunity for some and a good time also for others to plan and just think about the future of work and how they might be able to capitalize on the opportunities and the challenges that are coming our way.